This video is sponsored by World of Warships. Hello everybody, this is TechHut. Recently, I've taken to Twitter and asked you guys, what are your favorite Linux native games that are available on Steam? And I was expecting a couple replies, 10, 20 or so. I'd make a list compiling your guys' favorite games, but a lot of you guys replied. As a matter of fact, I have a list here with over 100 games. Now, putting all 100 of these games in a single video has proven to be quite difficult. So I'm going to be splitting this up by category. In this video, these are your guys' favorite action games, or categorized under action according to Steam. Now, this will not include FPS games. That is going to have to be a list entirely of its own. So with that, these are your favorite action games available natively on Linux through Steam. Except for the sponsor. The sponsor's not native, but it does work with Proton. So the first game we have is Alien Isolation, and this is a horror game that two of you recommended over on Twitter. And according to the description over on Steam, it says, discover the true meaning of fear in Alien Isolation. It's a survival horror set in the atmosphere of a constant dread and moral danger. Now, out of all the games you guys recommended to me, this is probably the only one that I can guarantee that I will not try, as I prefer not to spend my free time stressed out. Next up, we have just Shapes and Beats. Now, when doing research for this video, I spent a good amount of time just staring at the screen, watching other people play these levels on YouTube. And just the visuals are truly memorizing, and it has an absolutely wonderful soundtrack. And out of a lot of these games that were recommended, this is one of the few that I actually purchased and tried out for myself. This game is a chaotic, co-op musical ballad hell based on three simple things: avoid the shapes, move to the kick-ass beats, and die. And it's cool because this game features both a story mode and some awesome challenge runs. And here we're going to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, World of Warships. This game is available for PC. It's not Linux native, but it will work with Proton. Now, World of Warships is a free-to-play PC game, and it is a team-based sea battle that requires different strategies and tactics in order to be successful in your ventures. World of Warships has a huge player base at 44 million, with 5 different warship types, including destroyers, battleships, cruisers, aircraft carriers, and submarines. And yes, the holiday season is quickly wrapping up, but World of Warships is still full of events, fun activities, and giveaways. Now, if you're interested in trying out World of Warships, please go down below and use the first link in the description. If you go ahead and use the promo code on the screen now during registration, you'll get all kinds of extra cool stuff, including 200 doubloons, premium Battleship USS Texas, 20x Relentless Fire Camouflage, and 1 million credits, and better yet, 7 days of a premium account. So again, use the link in the description. Thank you to World of Warships for sponsoring this video. And with that, we'll get back to our Linux native list. Now, the next recommended game was Dead Cells, and this is one of the very few games that has an overwhelmingly positive review on Steam. Dead Cells is a roguelike action platformer where you will explore a sprawling, ever-changing castle. That is, assuming you're able to fight your way past the keepers in this 2D Souls-like combat. There's no checkpoints, just kill, die, learn, and repeat. Now next, we're taking a look at Mount & Blade Warband. Now this is another one of those overwhelmingly positive reviewed games, and it's an older game coming out in 2010. Now Warband is a standalone extension pack for Mount & Blade, and in this medieval combat game, you will lead your own band of hardened warriors into battle, expand your realm, and work your way to the throne. Now, looking up YouTube for this game, it mostly consisted of memes and people making fun of weird glitches and whatnot, but based on actual gameplay and all that, it seems like a really fun game. This is definitely one that I'm going to be trying out in the near future. Now, next up, we have the very first Psychonauts game, and I remember watching this a lot on a Moist Critical's live stream, so this is where I actually recognized this game from. And this classic action-adventure platformer follows the story of a young psychic named Rasputin. Now, a mysterious villain has captured Raz's felon campers and stolen their brains. Now he must use his psycho powers of telekinesis, levitation, and most of all, his ability to project himself into the minds of others to find the loose noodles and keep them from falling into the wrong hands. Now, this is the first older one. Unfortunately, the newer one, Psychonauts 2, is listed as Windows only, but Psychonauts 2 does have a gold rating on ProtonDB, so it's something that you might want to check out in that regard. Now, coming up next, we have Hyper Light Drifter. In this game, you're going to explore a beautiful, vast, and ruined world riddled with dangers and lost technologies. This game features stunning pixel graphics with an outstanding soundtrack. From each character to the subtle background elements, everything is lovingly hand-animated, and this game is easy to pick up but difficult to master. The enemies you encounter are vicious and numerous. Hazards will easily crush your frail body, and friendly faces remain rare. You can upgrade weapons, learn new skills, and discover equipment, and traverse a dark, detailed world with branching paths and secrets abound. Coming up on number 7, we have Valheim. Now, out of all the games in this is the only one that I have some extensive experience playing. This is a brutal exploration and survival game for 1 to 10 players set in an environment and time frame inspired by Viking culture. Battle, build, and conquer your way to a saga worthy of Odin's Pronage. Now, out of everything in this game, my favorite thing personally is probably the building. You could truly make some pretty elaborate bases, and that's my favorite part of it, probably because I'm a Minecraft nerd. With this, you could customize buildings both inside and out with a very detailed building system. Progress through the building tiers to upgrade, expand, and defend your base. In the game a couple of you recommended was the 2016 release of Hitman. In this game, you play as Agent 47. Hitman is a slow-paced stealth game where you work under a typical murder-for-hire premise. The game features 6 different maps with hours of gameplay on each of them. You work to eliminate your targets with a variety of items including a katana, sniper rifle, exploding golf balls, and much more. Coming at number 9 on this list, we have Awesomenauts, and this is an action-packed 2D side-scrolling battle royale full of cartoon-like graphics and absurdly hilarious moments. This game features familiar RTS-style elements such as the ability to set up defenses, fight waves of enemies with teams of players, and this game has a very positive rating on Steam, and without any add-ons or extension packs, this game is one of those that are free to play. And now the very last game that we're going to mention for your guys' favorite action games available on Steam for Linux is Pixejunk Shooter. This is another 2D side view game, but this time instead of playing cool little characters, you'll be piloting spacecraft through a range of cave-like environments in your bid to save scientists trapped underground. Making your way through this game will rely on your keen sense of observation and the ability to manipulate your surroundings. Now, reviews of this game praise the smart environmental puzzles combined with the great visuals and an awesome soundtrack. This game is just under $10 and has a very positive review on Steam, so it's definitely worth going and checking out. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the list. Everything I mentioned will be linked down below. If you did enjoy this format, please let me know down below in the comments section. If you guys did like it, I'll finish up and feature all the other games you guys mentioned, and then maybe once I get all the games on all their separate categories, I'll do one video featuring all 100 of them rapid fire really quick. So let me know what you think down below. If you did like it, like this video. That is how you can let me know as well. With that, big thank you to our YouTube members and Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. Big thank you to World of Warships for sponsoring this video. It's actually a pretty cool game. That's why I thought they would be a cool sponsor. It's not Linux native, I know, but it works with Proton, and sometimes Proton games perform even better. I haven't benchmarked it or anything, so I can't say that for certain with this game, but it does work really good. Again, have a beautiful day, and goodbye.